It's Football Wahala, and you're on to another episode. And as usual, I'm your host, Noise the Voice. You're welcome. Today we have a very interesting topic. We're discussing the two most favorable players to win the Youth Player Awards of the year, between Mason Mount and Foden. Those players have, been showing us some nice skills and possibilities and very, very interesting light in their different clubs. So we're going to highlight those players and discuss, the possibility of winning the awards. Mind you, we are at Bush Flavors, number 20 at the Taylor Street, Aguda Surulere. That's where we're having this discussion today. And we wouldn't mind having you down here to join us, enjoy some grilled fish, grilled chicken, some chilled drinks, It's going to be fun all the way. So you're welcome. Yeah. And as usual, I have two people here to discuss the issue, the topic that we have for today. And I have a very good person, a very good friend of mine is right here, going by the name of O2. O2, you're welcome.
O2 the gunner. And I have my AK-47 right here to gun this man down.
They gun him down. We're not terrorists, guys. Calm down. So we also have Mr. Bora here to also give us his intake as well.
Yeah, my left and right punches is here. When it comes to football, Wahala, you can't take it away from me. I'm always undisputed.
Yeah, always undisputed. So we're going to kick off right away, with a topic. Foden, Mason Mount, two players that have shined this season for their various clubs. So we don't know what you feel. Whom do you feel has the edge over the other to win the Youth Player of the Year awards?
Undoubtedly, Phil Foden should win this award in the most convincing manner, given by what he has done so far for Man City. I think regardless of his age, he has been a very, very pivotal player in the team. He has been carrying them along. I think the things he has been doing has drawn comparison, has made people compare him to the likes of Messi. They see him as somebody that can step into the boots of Messi when Messi retires. Yeah. Look at the way he has been playing. He has been playing as in you wouldn't even believe for somebody of his age, the way he has been driving the team forward.
So you see the future being someone that will rise us on the field?
Yes, definitely. He has a bright prospect, and I see him going all the way.
Okay. So, Mr. Bora, do you agree with him? Do you see Foden being a key player in future, just like Messi is?
Well, that's maybe his own belief, but I don't think so, because to step into that shoe, definitely you have to go for 75 days dry fasting. Talking about Mason Mount, the one I call the double M square, the guy is a good one. I like to, whenever I see Mason Mount, I always see the life of Lampard in him. When Lampard was in skills, I see the life of Paul Scholes, the way they used to play from the central midfield to the attacking midfield. And you can see how the guy has developed into a big team like Chelsea. Man, that guy is too much. He's unbelievable. You just have to agree with that. Mason Mount have done a lot better than Phil Foden. He deserves the award than Foden, no matter what. The quality is in him. You look at it at the age of 22. Look at what he is doing for a team like Chelsea, playing week in, week out, without anybody be able to put in on bench. Even when Lampard was there, they said, "Oh, why is he using Mount?" Now Thomas Tuchel is there. He's still using this same boy. From the central midfield to the attacking midfield, you see how mobility is. He is so mobile as a player. No, definitely give it to Mason Mount. He's going to dust Phil Foden at the award. Trust me.
So you feel Foden hasn't done enough, to prove himself in that Man City team for him to win the award?
He has done good, fine, quite all right in Man City, but comparing to Mason Mount, now the guy that has 6 goals at the Premiership with 5 assists, this guy that has 2 goals at the Champions League, coming with 4 assists, definitely you have to give it to Mason Mount.
I disagree with Mr. Bora on this one, because when you look at it statistically, Phil Foden he has not had a lot of games for Man City so far, but the few he has had, I think the impact is obvious for everybody to see. I think he has played over 46 games for Man City so far, has managed 14 goals, and I think he has 10 assists to his credit. Compared to Mason Mount, who has even had more games of 49 games, and he has managed, I think, just nine goals with 7 assists. So what are we talking about?
2019 to 20 season. This is his second season with Chelsea. He didn't just play it gradually. Immediately featured for Chelsea, he just made the team once. That is a player that shows a big heart, that yes, he can play in any team. Even let's talk about value. His value is higher than Foden. If you take Mason Mount to the market today, you are talking about £100 million of a player at that time.
You could say the same thing about Mason as about Foden as well, because since he came into the team, he's also made that impact as well. That he has stayed on. He has had, starts. Starts in the matches, and it's not like he's always on the bench or whatever.
Like what he said he has not been playing. He just broke in maybe from December to January period. But we are talking about Mason Mount, who has had his way since last season. You understand? A coach, look at it now. Chelsea have changed a new coach, Tuchel, yet the guy still maintain his discipline, his mobility in that Chelsea team. Look how the age, just 22, he's now playing the final of the Champions League. He's going to command a shirt. No, you can't
remind Mr. Bora that this is a Phil Foden who is playing, who is vying for, who is competing with, I think, a galaxy of stars in the likes of the squad of Man City. You can see the kind of players they have in their possessions. It's not, you see the money, they have the money, they spend it, they have quality players. And I think it is this same Phil Foden that made Man City do away with David Silva, who I believe has been one of their most outstanding players in the last 1 decade. So that is it. I think
most outstanding, even more than Toure.
I can't say he's more. Toure is a City legend.
Yeah.
So you give him that credit. But what I'm trying to say is this guy is a young lad, and with what he's doing, what he has done so far, I think you just have to give him all the credit. For the fact that Man City is in the finals of the Champions League, do you know this guy has 80% win rate? Do you know he has 80% win rate, which Martin Mount does not have?
Annually. What I'm saying is this: for Mason Mount to still retain the team for the second consecutive year in a team like Chelsea, man, this guy is unbelievable. Just look at him. Because of Willian is no more in Chelsea, Frank Lampard has the confidence in him. I even thought the coming in of Thomas Tuchel might say, oh, this is going to be a danger for Mason Mount. But yet, when Tuchel took over the team, Mason Mount still commands the shirt, even more than Phil Foden. Look, even when you now talk about future, let's talk about future. Even in England national team today, Phil Foden will still be struggling to make it to the Three Lions squad. But I'm telling you today, Mason Mount come to World Cup, you are going to see Mason Mount putting on the Three Lions jersey as a commanding player, not a bench player.
So he says Mason Mount will get a call-up before Foden, or more than Foden.
No, even he might get a call-up. But in terms of who starts, I think Phil Foden will be the one to be considered in terms of selection ahead of Mason Mount.
Foden do play through the wings, and if you are checking the English team today, he played through the wings. That
he plays he plays in the middle, he moves to the wings, and he goes forward. He's an all-round footballer, so you cannot say he plays through the wings. If he plays through the wings, then where does Riyad Mahrez play? Where does Riyad Mahrez play?
See, it's a kind of strolling team. But look, when you check Mason Mount can play. If you are talking about utility as a player, Mason Mount can play as a defensive four, as a central four, and as attacking midfielder behind the striker. Even you can use Mason Mount as a full-time attacker. You understand? But this guy you are talking about, Foden, operates from the left side of the midfield to the left side of the wing. That's how he operates. And we have a lot of players in England that can mount that kind of place. No, we have the life of Rashford, we have the life of Jack Grealish. There are a lot of players who can play through that position. But talking about Mason Mount, all this while that Lampard has left the Three Lions, they are looking for who is going to mount that position.
Marcus Rashford, their roles are totally different. Rashford is a top 9. Mason Mount is a kind of he plays an all-round football. He doesn't have a particular wing. He plays all-round. So you cannot be comparing Rashford with Phil Foden. It's a totally different position they play.
He was making comparisons with between Mason Mount and Messi. He was saying Foden is like a future Messi. Like when we no longer have
that is what they dubbed him.
They dubbed him like when Messi.
You look at Man City today, the person that is playing that role you are talking about is Kevin De Bruyne. You understand? Now the only person that Foden is putting on the bench right now is Raheem Sterling. The person that Foden is putting on the bench now is Raheem Sterling. If you check at the Man City squad, because the 3 forward is Mahrez, De Bruyne, and then Foden. That's how it operates. But when you check a team like Man City, next season now you see that Guardiola will come with, okay, let me change the team, let me try to bring in players. But when it comes to Chelsea, no, Mason Mount has commanded the shirt.
You are getting wrong. Now, in the course of the season, KDB got injured. At the beginning of the season, they were not really using Riyad Mahrez. It was during the course of it that they started using Riyad Mahrez. Then Foden has, in fact, right from the start of the season, Pep has always used him. Even up till now, that they've gotten to the Champions League final. They are on the verge of winning the EPL, and they've even had one at their locker room, which is the Carabao Cup. In fact, they wanted to make it.
Because go and check, maybe you didn't check this statistics very well. He played 23 games out of 34 matches. That is minus 11. Where is he during the 11 games? It was when Man City started having issues of getting results. Fine, Foden came in, then Raheem Sterling started playing on the bench. No. To which of the player that had injury? Who?
Even at the time, this what's his name? Silva. The other Silva had injury. Bernardo Silva had injury, so they started using Foden, and since then he has delivered.
Raheem Sterling is back from the injury. Whosoever is back, Foden still command the share. It's because when they are not having the results, that's why. But let's talk about Mason Mount. Look how commandable he is in the Chelsea team. Foden is still like a prospect, an upcoming player to Man City. But when you talk about Mason Mount, he has command a shirt. Nobody. Okay, let's check it round over. Who is there now to put Mason Mount on bench? The answer is nobody. There is nobody to put Mason Mount on bench, which means he has commanded a shirt.
Like he was saying, what I would argue on that aspect is because in a Man City team, you have players there. Like I don't know, is it another kind of Galacticos of players there? Unlike a Chelsea, where each position you don't really have people who actually struggle enough to fit in different positions.
Before this season, Chelsea bought up to how many players?
Yeah, but they were not delivering. They're not delivering. So definitely, a Mason Mount doesn't have a competition in his position.
The same thing applies to Man City, that because Raheem Sterling is not delivering, who do they call it? Bernardo Silva and co. That is why Foden also come into limelight. The same thing applies to this thing. Okay. Let's be realistic to ourselves. People were complaining that Frank Lampard, he was using English team, including this Mason Mount. Now Thomas came also came in to Chelsea. Look at it, he still commands the shirt, which means Mason Mount is so versatile in that team. Nobody can put Mason Mount on bench as far as Chelsea team is concerned now. What do they call it? This Moroccan player talking about Ziyech. Ziyech cannot put him on bench. talk about Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz cannot put you on bench. Definitely. So the guy is commanding shirt.
Lampard has never been a fantastic player. It's just that the strategy that Tuchel has employed, I think it suits him to some extent. It's not as if he's a fantastic player.
Mason Mount?
Yes, it's not as if he's fantastic.
It's not fantastic.
The strategy is just suiting his style of play.
You know how many times he has saved Chelsea?
I'm talking a few Foden that is very, very versatile. You can put him anywhere, he's going to deliver for you. I'm talking of a few Foden that has even played lesser games compared to Mason Mount, and he has had more goals, more assists, and he has had more win rate, which is a win rate of 80%. I checked it, yes.
So we're just going to have your final takes on the issue, on the topic actually. Mason Mount, Phil Foden. Who do you already have your own choice? Just give us the final takes. The winner of the Young Player of the Year award.
Obviously, I still go with Mason Mount, Phil Foden rather. Come the final of the Champions League, by the time Man City wins it, and they still definitely won the league, and by the time they combine these three, the Carabao Cup, the league and the Champions League, I think the FA will have no choice other than giving the award to Phil Foden.
Okay, Mr. Bora, your final take.
Well, statistically, Mason Mount 6 goals at the Premiership with 5 assists. In Champions League, 2 goals and 4 assists. And definitely, let me remind O2 that he was once captain of Chelsea under Frank Lampard. Telling you about Mason Mount, the one I call Double M, is going to make his prospect to the final of the Champions League. And I'm telling you, he's going to win the award as the youngest player. No doubt about that.
All right, there you have it. Our final words on the Young Player of the Year award between Mason Mount and Phil Foden. That has been our episode for this time on Football Wahala. And if you've enjoyed what you've watched, please leave us a comment, give us a like, share this video, and if it's your first time, subscribe, and also hit the bell notification so that you always have, you get alerts whenever you post this so that you know when the video has been uploaded. So till next time, we would love to see you again, because as you know, in football, wahala no dey finish. Oh yeah, and no, don't forget, our predictions are coming right up. Yes, so it is still Football Wahala, and I'm still your host, Noise the Voice. And I'm here at Bush Flavors with Mr.
And Philip.
Mr. Philip here is going to tell us who he feels is better, or whom he feels will win the Young Player of the Year award between Phil Foden and Mason Mount. So, what do you think?
Okay, first of all, Phil Foden and Mason Mount, they are both academy players. And they are both exceptional players, and we look at it, and both of them has what it takes to go far. And I'm going to compare it based on statistics. So I'm going to say Phil Foden has the upper hand because he has played fewer games than Mason Mount. He has more goals than Mason Mount. He had more assists than Mason Mount. He had more dribbles than Mason Mount. We are going to look at it concerning statistics. So definitely, I'm going to say Phil Foden is a more complete player than Mason Mount. And if you look at it, before he came into the first team in Man City, Guardiola said it that he was going to sign any player if Silva is leaving. That was going to sign any. That was going to leave Mason Mount they're going to make him a first team player and going to be a perfect. In fact, he's the perfect replacement. Yeah, Phil Foden. That's going to be the perfect replacement for David Silva. And if you look at it this season, Guardiola was right, and Guardiola is, in fact, he's even right. If you check based on statistics and everything. And
when you look at the two teams and the two players and what they've contributed to the team, you can see Mason Mount, when the team is down, he kind of like steps up and helps the team pull through the matches, and whatever situation they're in. Don't you think that he deserves more praise for that?
definitely, he deserves more praise for that. He plays like Lampard. Mason Mount, he plays like Lampard. He's like the perfect replacement for Lampard in Chelsea. He moves with the ball. He shoots when he has space, and he has a very nice way to pass the ball again with the ball at his feet. So definitely he also had the chance to get. But to me, I would say Phil Foden has the upper hand because he's a complete player. When they are down, he always step up. He moves with the ball perfectly fine. He dribbles perfectly fine. In fact, if you look at him and David Silva, you are going to know that this guy is a complete player. That they don't even need a replacement. Or they don't even need to get it.
Can we liken him to a Messi? Is he like a Messi?
No, we are going too far with that. We are going too far with that.
Maybe not now, maybe like in future.
In future, definitely.
You see him doing all those dribbles, cutting in, and
If you look his movement, he's like Messi, and definitely Silva again plays like Messi or Arjen Robben, all those people with the left-footed player. That is how they play. But Messi is out of this world. Don't compare Messi with anyone. Definitely. So I'll say Mason Mount in the years to come. I see him winning the World Footballer of the Year.
you mean Foden?
Yeah, Phil Foden. Oh, sorry, Phil Foden. Phil Foden. I'm sorry for that.
All right. Thank you very much for your input. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Still football Wahala, and we're also chilling at Bush Flavors, getting fans' comments and reactions, based on what they feel on the various topics. And right now, we're going to ask a very fine gentleman what he feels about Phil Foden and Mason Mount, their chances of winning the Young Player of the Year award. So I'm here with Mr.
Olatunde.
Yeah, Mr. Olatunde. Mr. Olatunde is a football fan. He comes to Bush Flavors to watch match, and we're just chilling here. You can come down and join us as well, and also give us your input on some certain topics that we have for the episode. So right away, Mr. Olatunde, what do you feel about about Mason Mount and Phil Foden? Who do you feel will get that award of Young Player of the Year?
I feel like Phil Foden is more favorable in the aspect to get the Young Player of the Year. Regardless, he's playing for Man City. Man City has literally won the league already, so that gives them an edge. Despite that, he's a brilliant player. He's a fantastic player. Coupled with his age, knowing that he's a young guy and he's promising, so he stands a better chance of winning the Young Player than Mason Mount.
Yeah, but looking at their contributions to the team, not just their team, what state their teams are, like their contributions individually. Whom do you feel has contributed more to the team? Has Mason Mount contributed more to Chelsea, or has Phil Foden contributed more to Manchester City?
Well, it's basically the same thing, so to be honest, because Phil Foden has always turned up for his club. He has always turned up for Man City when they needed him the most. Same as Mason Mount. This season, Mason Mount has basically been the only Chelsea player that has been, let's say, consistent from the beginning. So both of them are turning up for their teams, but in the aspect of a better player, of who is more fantastic with the ball, and I feel it's Phil Foden. Yeah.
So for you, Phil Foden any day, anytime. Everyone just saying Phil Foden, like everyone's just going crazy about Phil Foden. So you feel when it comes to who gets a shirt to start for the English national team, Phil Foden would definitely get it over Mason Mount?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Why you people are just so certain about this guy?
He's even coached by a world-class coach.
Guardiola.
Now, so it gives him
they know that he's a professional player. He's disciplined. He will turn up for it. He has always been turning up. So of course he's always going to be the favorite.